Hello, everyone. So here we have today Dr. Selvam Lidiya, who has got a score of 161 in her sixth attempt in the FMGE exam. Sixth attempt, but it has been her first serious attempt. She has given the previous five attempts like without much of the seriousness because she was working. Like she'll share all her journey with us. And the interesting part about her journey is that, first of all, this was a first serious attempt, though it was sixth. Second, she used the MedSynapse app only in the last 1 month very seriously, and that was the only resource that she used, and it helped her crack the exam. And the third interesting fact that I got to know when I was conversing with her before this interview is she wasn't aware of the exam pattern that the exam is going to be in sections, right? So that how unaware she was, and I believe that how chilled she was, and we are going to learn all about that. The difficulties she faced in the exam hall when suddenly the exam gave a surprise that it is in sections and all of that. So, first of all, Dr. Lydia, heartiest congratulations.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. I'll really say it happened because of you. I think I was the only person who gave that lengthy paragraph of testimonial in your form because I was so excited, ma'am. And this is my first serious preparation actually. And it started with MedSynapse and it was with you, ma'am. One thing like I had subscribed Repladder and I had subscribed some MCG groups in Telegram and then I came across your videos, YouTube videos long ago, ma'am, like 1 year back. But still, I just used to see your videos on and off, like just in YouTube. That's all. But then I didn't take anything seriously. Like when I was about to go to bed, then I used to open your YouTube videos. But it was all interesting. Then I decided to sign up with MedSynapse. Literally speaking, ma'am, I didn't use Prep Ladder because it was so much also. I didn't use Prep Ladder. I only used MedSynapse and I didn't use any other resource for my MCQs as well. The only MCQ resource I had was our guided learning and KBMD sessions and your previous MCQs in the MedSynapse app only. And I have subscribed to MedSynapse 6 months ago, but then in December, when the FMG live classes of Sure Shot started, only then I started preparing. I started using MedSynapse because I took break from December 3rd and I first missed the first anatomy class and I started with the second classes only. Then I was so serious. Like, ma'am, before even classes, you used to give us some motivation videos and I watched all of them. And I took your words as my serious mantra and I just followed. I closed my eyes, I followed blindly your resource. The only resource is my MedSynapse. And ma'am, I also mentioned in the testimony, you became a part of my life, my journey. Like without your videos, without watching your video, without hearing your voice, my day wasn't going.
Yeah.
Even when I wanted to prepare with my books, I couldn't stop going back to the app and watching your videos again and again. And only that made me do it, ma'am. Like even when I was demotivated during live chat, I used to give a comment, and then, ma'am, you always motivated. You said that do not panic, and you encouraged me. And you said like if we put all in our efforts and we take things seriously and give our complete effort, and we think in a positive way that we will surely make it. And it happened. And you always said, believe in yourself because you have given in all your effort, believe in yourself, do not panic. And I believed in myself and I believed in MedSynapse and Nikita, ma'am. And it happened.
Thank
I,
you. That
I
was
I
so
know
good.
everyone can see me so excited, but I'm really excited. The exam result is out since like 2 to 3 weeks, and I'm still excited. It's not going away from me.
You're very sweet. I remember very vividly. You always used to be so active, even on Instagram. We
Yes,
used to
ma'am.
interact there, or even on the post that I posted. You were always amongst the first ones to post there, or like you
Yes, ma'am.
mentioned, even in the live classes. I very vividly remember. You were very active in asking the queries, getting your queries solved. So. This proves that the quantity of time that you put in for your exam preparation is not that important as much as the quality, right?
Yes, ma'am.
The
Yes.
last 1 month, I think you've given your all. And
Yes, ma'am.
that has really helped you to crack this exam.
Ma'am, I would really say it happened because of you.
I mean, that's
It,
very
it, it,
kind of you. Yeah.
it's really because of you, ma'am. Like so many times I felt, no, man, I'm so fed up. And I just used to listen to you. The only thing I kept during my preparation was your words.
You
And
thank
even during examination hall also, ma'am.
you. Thank you so much. So, Lydia, because you had used MedSynapse as the only resource, so we would really like to know that how exactly did you approach the content on the MedSynapse app in that last 1 month?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, initially what I did, I followed your live class. So every day I followed your timetable also, which you have given us. My own timetable didn't work, but I followed your timetable. So I followed every subject and the live class according to your timetable, ma'am. After your live session, ma'am, I have taken the guided learning test of each subject that was posted in the app itself. So then that was motivating, ma'am. I completed the live class. Then I have also revised it. As your advised, revision is more important. After you give us two sessions every day, like one in the morning and one in the evening. So I take one session of live class in the morning, and then after before the evening session, I started revising those topics again, whatever we had in the class first session. So I've completed that during the day, and evening session after your class again. I have revised that in the night after the session. Then I took the guided learning exam from your app itself, ma'am, and it was so motivating. Like after we complete that one subject revision and we took that test, and I was able to score better. Like initially in the guided learning, the first subject I would not say I scored 100%, but I was able to score around 70 percentage in the guided learning itself, ma'am. So then I was like, but before attending the live class also, before subscribing for MedSynapse, I randomly go do certain MCQs from Prep Ladder or any other resource. I was not able to cross even 50 percentage. But then with the first subject, with the first lecture itself, I was able to score 70 percentage plus. So that was so motivating. But one good thing I will say, ma'am, KBMD sessions were also there.
Yeah.
So I even took the live KBMD sessions that you have given us during our FMGE preparation the last month. So when I started doing that KBMD, I was able to rule out option because you gave us so many tricks in that. Like how to first exclude the wrong options, which is not even matching to the question. And also you said like four options are there, and out of that we can correlate like somehow three options will be similar and the other option will be opposite to it. So that trick helped me also. And in the lengthy question, you taught us how to read the last two lines itself, and with that we can bring up with the answer, because the first 4 to 5 lines are just like some paragraphs, some stories. So the last two lines helped us derive the options actually, answers actually. So those tricks I learned it from KBMD, and that also helped me in my exam hall, ma'am. That I'll tell you, it's very interesting also. So KBMD helped me improve on my MCQs solving skills, because I completed my schooling from CBSE. I never was in practice with MCQs at all. So my MCQ skill itself developed from KBMD sessions, ma'am. So then I have, ma'am, just a moment. Sister, இப்ப எல்லே கொடுக்க வேண்டாம். பேஷண்ட் கொஞ்ச நேரம் பிரேக் இருக்கு. Ma'am, sorry for that, ma'am. Ma'am, so then with the KBMD, I was able to learn the MCQ solving skill, and even the guided learning test, we were not left alone because you have posted the video explanation for the guided learning. So after completing the MCQ itself, I went through the guided learning MCQ solving videos also. So that also helped me much, because sometimes I had a confusion. This was supposed to be the answer for this question. Why this went wrong? Then when I went through your explanation, I was able to understand why exactly the answer was so for the question.
Oh,
So that's how MCQ solving skill helped also. So every day, likewise, I followed your lecture. and then I did my MCQ. Eventually, within 4 to 5 subjects of completion itself, I was able to see improvement in my preparation and my MCQ tests. So that motivated me much. And even then, sometimes like after 10, 15 days, I was like so stressed, ma'am. So I think only then I messaged you, gave us a meeting, a team meeting for all the subscribers. So in that also you, when I gave my discouragement and I said I'm very slow learner, ma'am, I'm forgetting everything. And even then you motivated me there. So each and every time I was down, I used to message, I used to comment, and ma'am, you used to motivate me. And that's how you are a very good well wisher for me, and you are more like a sister also who always stood by my side throughout, ma'am. Not only with my preparation, you motivated me also. That's how I made it. Like when I was down, I go to Nikita, ma'am, and she gave me a solution. So that external motivation came through you, ma'am. So one interesting part I'll tell you, ma'am. This MCQ solving skill, how it helped me in exam. Uh, I was running out of time. Like I had some 4 minutes, and I was left out with 14 questions.
So
So,
suddenly when you realize that, oh, this is how the pattern is, ki the exam is set
yes,
device.
ma'am. Yes, my hand started to shiver. I couldn't hold the mouse, and I started to sweat. Whole body started to shiver. Then one thing came in my mind. Ma'am said something. Do not get nervous. Do not be anxious. Keep your calm inside the exam hall. Only then, even like if you are nervous, even the known questions we will not be able to crack it. So only when you're calm, even the unknown questions we can easily crack it. So I remembered that. So then I tried to cool myself with those words, and remaining 14 questions I answered in 4 minutes. And luckily, ma'am, you said no matter the first initial questions are hard, the end will be easier. I remembered that also. And you believe or not, those 14 questions were right away from MedSynapse only. And those were out of your mnemonics, ma'am.
Nice.
Like like you say, you give us some tricks to remember, like let's say a snake for a snake, or we had so many stories we have read from MedSynapse, even IV cannulas. There were so many things we can say. Your mnemonics were there, your stories were there. When I just read the last line, I was able to derive the diagnosis. With that, I didn't even read every options, ma'am. Those 14 questions I just attempted like that. Your mnemonics came in my mind, and I clicked the right answer. I didn't read all the options. So that's how I did. Last line or last before line, I saw the
Hmm.
exact point, and the mnemonics came in my mind and the options came. That's how within 4 minutes I cracked 14 questions, ma'am. Those were like a miracle. And your positivity, it was always there throughout the exam till the last question, and it happened. This is how the miracle happened during exam hall with your MCQ solving skills and your mnemonics and stories, ma'am.
I'm so glad and so happy to hear all of this. I mean, you can just go on endlessly, just talking about, how the
Yes, yes,
MedSynapse
yes.
and how Nikita ma'am helped in the journey. But let me tell you that it's your actual, your efforts as well, and your willingness to have that faith that whatever Nikita ma'am is saying, let me just trust it blindly, right, without having any second thoughts. So
Yes, ma'am.
the way you can remember everything I said in the exam hall proves that, how blindly you followed what was being said.
Ma'am, honestly speaking, I just gave one revision and one studies. And with the one revision itself, we were able to remember things. That's how your teaching, the way you gave us the stories and mnemonics helped. Like there were so many things in every subject which helped. So I really want to thank you from so deep within, ma'am. It wouldn't have happened uh, if you were not with me. So
Thank
thank you so much.
thank you so much. I'm so glad that I have this opportunity to talk to you and realize and understand that, I am making a difference somewhere. So
Yes, ma'am.
I
Yes.
should be thanking you for that.
Yes, ma'am. But even you said that, okay, despite you use MedSynapse as a resource, you can have your primary resource, because you said MedSynapse will give around 120 questions only, but it was even more than that. Everything that we learned from your topics, your subjects. That is what came in the exam. And yes, ma'am, it was possible with MedSynapse itself. Like, despite of your motivation, I even went through so much anxiety during exam hall. And that's why I lost some marks in the exam hall also. But then I understood this was like this was like a practice only for me in the exam hall. So I was anxious, I was nervous, then I motivated myself. Then I was anxious, I was nervous, I was motivating myself. It was like that only.
Yeah.
So I can say everyone, like, we have to trust in the process of preparation, and we need to trust whatever lecturer that we are focusing on. We need to trust them, and we need to follow everything. And even in real exam, we need to follow all those guidelines that you have given us. Only then we will be able to make it. That
Yeah.
I realized in this exam.
So basically, from your conversation, I can gauge that you had not given any mock test, any grand test on any other platform. No. So I think you are the first student, who has cracked this exam I'm meeting and who's saying that I've never given any grand test, because I'm sure if you would have given that, at least you would have known the pattern. Ki This is how the exam is going to be.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah. And
I
even on
never
the
went through
MedSynapse
any
app,
platform. Sorry, ma'am.
we did not have like the full length mock test that will help you understand that this is a pattern. We used to have like mini GTs. That is why we call
Yes, ma'am.
mini
Yes.
GTs of 50 questions, right? Which are
Yes, ma'am.
basically
Yes.
forming your sections in the FMG exam.
Yes, ma'am. I honestly will say I never have taken any mock test, never, no grant test, nothing. Only things from MedSynapse.
I mean, I'm wondering how can you be so chill, not bothering when everybody around is using so many resources and giving so many tests, and you're like, I'll not do anything and I'll just do this. I mean,
Ma'am,
that
yes,
also
ma'am.
needs courage.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. So that's how, ma'am, miracles happened, and no, Dr. Nikita ma'am was there, and yes, you came like a star in my life, ma'am.
I mean, it was meant to be that way. It has happened that way, and I'm so grateful that it has worked all positively, and I'm so grateful for that.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, you also say about the manifestations, the secret book, everything. I used to just randomly go on that also. Like, you have given us some motivational videos on YouTube as well, on your Instagram page as well. So I used to go through everything, even during my preparation. Like, when I wanted to take a little break, a short break, I never went on walk. I never went on any music. I went through your motivation videos. Even in that, and even before sleeping, I used to watch any of your videos and then only go to sleep. It was just completely you during that past 1 month.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for that. So I think the only thing I've learned from your journey is have the faith in the process, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Quality more than quantity,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
miracles do happen, right?
Yes, 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 ma'am. So that's what I will say, everyone also. Like, we need to be dedicated. And you also said, do not jump into search for so much resources. So stick into one resource and just blindly trust on that and focus, and do not leave out anything from the one resource that we are using. So focus on that particular resource, and don't bother if your colleagues or friends are saying, I have subscribed to this channel, I've subscribed to this lecturer, and they're very helpful. It's all right. But when you subscribe to some lecturer, and when you feel that is best for you, just dedicatedly follow that one resource. So I will say, ma'am, I even saw so many videos in so many platforms, but your teaching method and the way you converse with students, it's not like you're talking to some student. It's like you're talking to your own friends or family. So it gave us some connection. Especially with me, it gave a lot of connection when I was watching your videos, ma'am. And that's why I decided to subscribe to your channel. And I'm a person who always love learning with stories and mnemonics, and it worked out so much for me.
Mm.
And
That's great.
I'll never want to go back anywhere else, even for my NEET PG preparation. Even if I'm doing any exam preparation, I'll want to come back to you only, ma'am. Even after exam, I Still took some KBMD sessions.
Oh, nice. So that proves that, how fun they are, how fun the learning is that's happening. And why exactly the MedSynapse app, though you have used it as the only resource, work for you is because, like you said, you used all the videos that are available. Like you did not just do only the short, right? Many students, what they do
Yes,
is they'll
ma'am.
just watch the short and they'll expect that with that only will clear the exam. But
No,
you make
ma'am.
the
No.
best
Yes.
use of the MCQ sessions that we had, the KBMDs, Konbanega MDs, then the guided learning test with the video
Yes.
explanations that we had. So I think
Yes, ma'am.
you used all the content.
And also the extra edge topics
Oh,
in the
yeah.
app, I've used them also.
Oh, so you watched Short Extra as well, right?
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
so basically, you've used all the content on the MedSynapse app in a very wholesome way.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm so glad to know, and now I can say so confidently that if you use the entire content very wholesome in a wholesome way on the MedSynapse app, you'll be able to crack the FMG exam with that.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, 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 of course. So we should not just watch one video and leave it. So everything you have everything on the app. So as we have subscribed and it's very interesting, it is better we just go like explore everything in the app. So that'll help us.
Yeah. Well,
And blindly trusting you, trusting MedSynapse, it's awesome, actually, ma'am.
thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Lydia. Like I said, more than you, it has been a pleasure for me to interact with you and,
Yes, ma'am.
understand the entire process. Thank you so much. And heartiest congratulations again, and best wishes for your future journey as well. Uh,
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. And ma'am, you also post your stories every day. And when we see that also, it's like, we need to reach, we want to ensure ma'am is posting ours also in the stories. So it motivates us to reach that level. So it's like that.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Lydia. And thank you for, all the valuable insights into how to use the MedSynapse app in the best possible way.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
hoping to see you again with the NEET PG preparation and the NEET PG post exam, post result interview as well again.
Yes, ma'am. I surely want to meet with you. I'm sure I'll not leave Medicine. I've even suggested so many of my friends and who are preparing for NEET PG also. And I'll keep subscribing even if I'm not preparing for any subjects, any exams now. I'll keep subscribing and I'll keep revising every day. So it's fun. Like, ma'am, it's been almost more than 20 days, right? We've completed our exam. I still remember the contents in my brain, and I'll even when I'm working, when I'm sitting alone, I used to go to some topics. I'll just remember them. That's how it is. So it's always there in the mind. It's not going away. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
that's
the
how.
whole purpose behind it, right? Making
Yes, ma'am.
making studies easy to remember and difficult to forget. So that's the whole purpose behind it.
Yes, ma'am. So reading your lectures, going through everything, and MCQ solving, KBMG, guided learning, all the mini tests, and your previous your question explanations is there in the app. Everything made me crack this exam. Despite I delayed all these years, I took this seriously now, and it happened. And thank you so much for all your guidelines, ma'am, that you have given to me.
My pleasure. Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Lydia, and hoping to see you again soon. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thanks a lot, ma'am. And convey my regards to Kaira. Say hi to her.
Yeah, sure. Definitely, sure. Thank
All right, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much for meeting with me.
you.
Yeah. Bye, ma'am.